Hey everybody, it's Captain Minis here for the last time today. I just wanted to give you a quick update in terms of what happened today as I was on my story on Instagram and Facebook, and some of the things you might have noticed and saw that I got and received was prizes from Red Dragon. They were amazing. Can I just first of all say, I know I kept saying it, but the staff there are awesome. If you have never been to Red Dragon Comics in Ottawa, Orleans, more specifically, I highly recommend you take the opportunity to go there. They're great people. They're awesome. They're super nice people to get to know, and they really care about their customers. Honestly, they do. And here's why I want to tell you kind of what happened from the last time I was live till now. So what took place was that around 9 o'clock, the owner of the store showed up. His name's Dan, really nice guy. I've met him a few times, and he let the people, there's two of us in line, into the store before we're supposed to open, which was 10 o'clock. And he said, yeah, you can come on in, because they were trying to get people in just because of COVID, to get people in when they could, so that way they didn't have a bunch of people at once show up and be past their capacity for the store. And so we came in, he's got coffees in his hand. He's like, hey, do you want a coffee? He gave me a coffee. And that was just after they had already given me a drink. As you might notice, the staff member gave me a drink. And then they also had just given me, for being the first one in line, this Colonel right here, the Colonel, the Kata-chan Colonel. I'm not saying it very well, but you know what? It's a limited edition. It's amazing. They gave it to me. They were giving away 3 of them. And because I was first in line, I was waiting. I literally got up at 5 a.m., drove all the way to Ottawa, which is like an hour drive for me, and waited. I got there around 7 and just waited till they let the doors open. And they gave it to me as a door prize. I was so thankful. Thank you guys. They're amazing. Really thankful for the staff there. They're great people. If you ever get a chance in Ottawa, I know I keep saying this, but it's true. The staff at Red Dragon are awesome to deal with. They're amazing, and they're super friendly. They're super great. If you ever get a chance, check them out. Highly recommend them. They'll help you out whatever you need. They'll make it happen. They were just super helpful the whole time. They had great deals there for this launch party that they were having. And so when I came in, he gave me a coffee, and he welcomed us in. And the other person I was standing in line with was actually collecting Necrons. And so what happened was, I said to him, hey, I'm collecting Space Marines because I'm creating an Ultramarine army, ultimately, the Ultramarine chapter army. And so I don't need the Necrons, but I really want to paint some of them, so I want to keep the characters. He was already getting a box of them, so I said, hey, why don't you take the Necron Warriors, because you'll need those. You don't really need the characters anymore, and I want the characters for myself to potentially paint them. I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to keep them or not. We'll see what happens. I might give some of them away. I'm not really sure yet, but either way, I'm looking forward to what they could become. And so I just figured, you know what, I want to keep those, but I'll sell you the rest. And so he offered me $60 for all the Swarm and the Necrons and some of the other units in the box. And so I said, that's fair. Definitely worth it. So I made $60, then spent $60, and so I wanted to kind of show you what I got. So first of all, of course, this is what they gave me at the store for being there early and being the first one waiting. Then I bought some gold metallics by Green Stuff World. I got like a whole, I think there's about 6 different colors in there of gold, different types of gold, or bronze and coppers. And I bought this because because of the Ultramarines I'm using, I don't really have an edge highlight for them, or any type of, not even edge highlighting, just any surface difference in gold, because I only have one kind of gold right now that I have. So I thought that I would get something different so that I had it available. Then I also got some other paints. I got this opaque game color by Vallejo, Violet, Heavy Violet right here. I didn't know actually it was opaque, extra opaque, till I got it. So unfortunately I was looking for a solid purple, but that's okay. It'll work. I'll make it work, and it'll work really well for what the intention was behind purchasing this. Then I also got my Crag Blue Air by Citadel, and the reason why was because the Vallejo Air, they don't have their Ultramarine Blue, which is right here actually. Their Ultramarine Blue is not the same color as the Games Workshop one and the Citadel one. And the reason why I bought it was because I'd already started using this on all my Ultramarines. and I decided, okay, I can't use this color. It's just not going to look right for my army. So I'm going to go buy the Citadel Air, even though I know lots of people would say, don't bother with it. It's not worth Citadel paints. Some people believe that. I just went, no, what? I need the color. It doesn't really matter what brand it is. I don't really care. I just need to make sure I have the right color and that it's airbrush paint. And so I can put it through so that I can paint all these models, because I've got a Start Collecting box of Vanguard Space Marines, and I've also got now this box and a few more, as you're gonna find out. So I also have, I also purchased this right here, this Scouts with sniper rifles, Scouts team, scout squad. The reason why is because I don't have any Scouts. Now I know that in the Indomitus box, I think there is kind of the new assault Space Marines could be considered that with chain swords. I kind of guess they could be. I don't really know. I have to check into the rulebook and codexes how that works. But I know that I don't have any Scouts, particularly scouting squads, so I thought I'd get one just because it was really cheap. They're only $35. They're regular Space Marines, old ones, but you know what? They don't have anything else out yet that I'm aware of. And I figured that it would be a fun kind of little squad to paint up really fast, because there's not a lot of straight surfaces. There's not as much armor on them, so it'd be really easy. So I did that. Then because of the amount that I spent, I got the chapter approved booklet. They were doing this that if you spent over a certain amount, you basically got this book for free, which is awesome, because it's a chunk of money to buy it. It's not a crazy amount, but it's enough that I'm thankful that I got it for free. So that was really sweet. And then I got the box. And so here's the box, guys. I got the huge Indomitus box right here. And I just want to say, first of all, it is the coolest box I've ever owned in terms of high gloss box, really well put together box. As soon as I picked it up, it was super heavy. I noticed it right away. I know it's partially because of the rule book inside. I've already opened it, obviously, but I just want to open up, kind of show you what the contents are when I get into it. So you might have seen some already of people who got these ahead of time, these boxes. But when I first opened it up, we've got a nice like poster kind of picture-esque sheet right here, which is great. Then we've got all our plastic molds right in there right away. So because I already sold them, I don't have nearly as many as I did originally, but all the Space Marine ones are there. Look at the bikes, come on. And all the characters, of course. I kept all the Necron characters, so they're all in here. They're a lot bigger of a sheet. And then this one right here, this sheet of Space Marines right there. It's gonna be awesome. So that's the pile of plastic I've got to now paint, which is gonna take me forever to paint that. And then the last few things here, there's another piece of paper, like poster kind of board paper. And then I have the Edge of Silence book with all the data sheets and everything for all the characters and Space Marines and Necrons. They're all there, how to put them together. The booklet's right here for the set. And then what's really cool, I want to show you this. I really liked how they did this. So I want to show you real quick. Give me a minute here to try and flip this around. If I can't, that's okay. I'm gonna show you right now, kind of like how they put it together here, kind of. Try and give you a visualization of what it's like. They have these right here, where the bases fit right in there. Mine, I had to divvy out, so the other bases were over here, the bigger bases. And then the book itself is massive. Like, look how thick that core book is. Like, that's a thick core book. And then, of course, the transfer sheet. And that's pretty much it. That's all that's in here. But I liked how they organized it. It was really clean, and the artwork's awesome. And if you look in the outside of this right here, you can see the cool, like, they've got some awesome views of each character and each miniature along the border box. So I just thought it was a great day. Overall, really impressed with the box, and I'd highly recommend it. If you're looking for a box to start off with, and you can get, I think they're still available made to order. I don't know for sure. They might actually closed it because it all launched, but Games Workshop has that available. I know that Red Dragon had a couple. I don't know how many they had left that were available. I think they're probably all gone by now, because when I left, there's lots of people coming in and purchasing the ones that were not pre-ordered ones. So they might be all gone. But that was kind of what I did. I made sure to get some paints while I was there as I divvied up my Necrons to the guy, bought them from me. And, that's an option for you. If you've bought the box and you don't need them all, I highly recommend. Like, I got $60 and I didn't even sell my characters. So, like, I know at the store they were selling half the army, not even with the rulebook, for $150. So I'm going to assume that most people are going to be able to get their money back. Not all their money back, but a good chunk of their money back. And you're going to end up barely paying for either like, if you look at it this way, you're barely paying for the rulebook, or you're barely paying for the miniatures. Either way you look at it, it's a win-win situation. I highly recommend you get the box if you can get it, if you can find it, do it. It's totally worth it. Outside of that, can't wait to get to this edition of 9th edition, 40K. And stay tuned for more updates. I'm going on vacation next week, and I'll be planning some stuff out for this channel, for this group, this page, Facebook and Instagram for Captain Minis. And there's going to be some giveaways in the future. There's going to be some more where I'm going to be talking to the screen, as I've been mostly just doing it with pictures and stuff like that. And I really want to get to know you guys and how things are going with you, working on your 9th edition army and what you're up to. So have a great week, everyone, and keep painting.